And so, this is Natacha, and I am Plato. Thank you for sharing with us. What is it that you would like to share with us of the experience that you had?
Well, I was thinking, I think it was about 3 weeks ago now, and just listening to the others, reflecting back on the evening of the actual continuation. I remember I felt your energy very strongly, but the actual activation I didn't feel much. It was relaxing. I think I was sort of drifting in and out. I did feel the energy body, not so much release, but I could feel it come back in. There was a slight sort of acknowledgement of the fact that there was something going on within my energy body, but other than that, it was all quite relaxing.
And this is the normal, I would say out of 10 people, 7 would feel the relaxing, that calm, that peace, that state of neutrality almost. It is only, shall we say, 3 out of 10 that may start to respond differently. So this is not a bad thing.
My intent was to have a thinning of the veil and a closer connection with spirit, and with that you worked on my pineal gland and also opening of the heart.
Yes.
And certainly that night I could really feel the third eye and the pineal gland almost burning. It was very intense, and you left it open, and I was quite glad to shut it at the end of the night because I was certainly had enough.
If you could have closed it at any time that you felt ready, that you'd had enough.
When I toyed with the idea of leaving it till the morning, but I thought no, enough. The heart, I could feel the heart being open, and that felt wonderful. This sort of warm glow. And that probably lasted a couple of days, and then I wasn't so much aware of that sensation anymore.
That was because you had got used to it. It is still there. Still a nice rose colour.
Oh, good. But the pineal gland has been very intense. A real pressure, sort of tension, headache almost.
Is it too much?
Certainly, it's getting better now, but certainly in the first couple of weeks it was very intense.
At any time, you can choose to withdraw that. Right. You can just say, calm down, step back, release the pressure as much. And you can just, almost like deflating a balloon. And then when it reaches the pressure that you are comfortable with, let it go. That is,
it doesn't affect what's happening.
All you are doing is allowing yourself the grace and ease of the expansion that you need. You see, you are being comfortable to yourself. You are comforting yourself by releasing the tension. For if you are to walk 10 miles in shoes that do not fit you, it is not the most comfortable walk. But if you walk 10 miles within shoes that were made to fit you, that is the most beautiful walk that you've walked. In the same way, when we expand our energy and we allow the intent to be, it is always done with grace and ease. If we do not have grace and ease, well then there is not much joy in it. So yes, for future, and even if it is at the time, at moments even from now, if it starts to get a little too active and expand a little too much, you can say, no, slow down. A little less intensity. And for you are in control. You are in control.
Certainly my head's been feeling generally quite weird and pressurized, sort of stress headache type of thing, and my eyes felt strange. And after a couple of weeks that sort of continued, and I can't say that I noticed sort of any real changes within myself. And last night I was sitting there sort of reflecting, well, what has changed for me? And I can see now that subtly there probably are a few changes starting to happen. And it probably took a bit longer, and I suspect that there is more still happening. But I think that sort of inner voice has become a bit clearer.
Oh yes.
I noticed that things seem to fall into place a lot easier for some reason. I've had a couple of instances where things were just there, just falling perfectly into place.
Very good.
And I've been reading Tumi's book about Pythagoras at the moment, and I'm feeling very affected by that energy. It obviously is an energy book. I don't know if I'm just taking it on board more than I normally would do, but I just noticed that that energy is very strong. I'm feeling that very strongly.
With all things, allow yourself to receive whatever energy is coming into your field. Just allow it to be done at a pace that is acceptable for you. And if you find that it is too strong, you may ease it. You may say, slow. I still receive, but slow, gentle.
No, that's been quite exciting, that part. That's
Very
sort
good.
of being much more aware. Other than that, I feel a few aspects have been coming up.
Yes, this is one thing that this releasing does do for some people. I have worked with some recently that they have had days, hours of just continual releasing of aspects and being very emotional. So this is not unusual for me to hear. And you have been okay with this? You have been able to release these and bring your balance back?
Yes. There was one particularly gnarly one that I'm struggling to integrate, but I'm
Again,
sort of feeling better about it now.
Very good, very good. If there is any assistance that we may offer, then please let us
Thank you.
be of assistance. And so you are finding that things are becoming a little more, should we say, in place. Things are falling into an order that you have not seen before, and as much as things that need to be done are just being done. You are seeing that your intuitiveness, that inner voice is a little clearer. And so you are seeing the thinning of the veil coming into play. You are receiving energy from, even though it is just Kutsumi's book, but you are still receiving information from him that perhaps when you look back you will say, I understand so much more. Why? Because the heart, the pineal gland, the understanding, the knowing, the knowledge, the heart expansion of acceptance, accepting yourself for who you are. And this will always bring a little challenge from humanity. So allow us with grace and ease, with compassion to yourself, the continuation of that which you have started. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing.